I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench and welcome to another hunt. And today I will be hunting $500 in Canadian $5 bills. I'm looking for special serial numbers. I am looking for prefixes that I don't have yet. I am trying to gather a full set of prefixes. As you know, Canadian banknotes have a three-letter prefix, and so I'm trying to collect one of each just for the fun of it. And I also am trying to collect really high and really low numbers just to see if I can beat my record. Let's go right to the intro, and I'll bring you in on step number one. All right, and I'm back. Well, step one will be to go through these and sort them by prefix. So, for example, this is INL, so I'm going to put them alphabetically by prefix. The reason being, this is my latest edition, 2025 Canadian Government Paper Money Book. I suggest that anyone who collects banknotes has a copy of this book. And if I go over here to the polymer $5 banknote, what you will notice is that the replacement notes, there's not, unlike American banknotes that has a distinguishing mark like the star, Canadian banknotes used to have, they used to replace the third letter of the serial number with an X to make that a replacement banknote. But they don't do that anymore. What they do is they do them in series. So within the series. So for example, within the HBG series, there are from HBG 3503000 to 3512000. Those would be replacement notes. And you see that the series are, these are 9,000 notes. There's 18,000 notes over here. Most of them are sets of 9,000. And by putting them alphabetical, it makes it easier to go and verify them against this list. Also, the other thing is that the Bank of Canada does not regularly issue the serial numbers for the replacement notes that were issued. And so with this book, I believe this book and last book are the same. So for example, there's the sheet replacement notes, and then there's the single note replacements. The single note replacements are much smaller batches. You'll see these are batches of 200 notes. Single sheet replacement went only up to HCB as the serial number, and I believe that for the single note replacement it went to HCF. So anything beyond that, so HCG and beyond, we have no information, no data whatsoever for those. And we are into the letter I. So in terms of serial numbers, you saw that I had a letter I there. So that's why I'm going to put them in alphabetical order based on serial number. Now, what am I looking for? So here are my cheat notes. Let me turn off my overhead light so you can see better here. There you go. This is my cheat sheet. I have a document that I keep off screen for my coin roll hunts and whatnot. And this is my cheat sheet for $5 polymer banknotes. And I have the Charlton Guide reference number over here. And I have the signature combination and the rare prefixes that to look for. Most of these would be transition signatures. For example, from Macklem Polaz HCM to Wilkins Polaz HCM. So those are generally transition sets. And right here down here, I have the prefixes that I'm missing. I'm missing HBS, INN, and INT, and anything more recent than INT. So let's get going. I am going to start right away with these. I'm going to put it on fast forward so I don't bore you with a long drawn out video. So let's get going. Now they're all oriented in the same direction, so let's go ahead and start with the serial numbers. All right, now I am done. These are the H prefixes. These are the I prefixes. The H's are all alphabetically in order. The I's I don't bother with because in the book there's no published serial numbers for replacement notes. For the I's, I'm only going to be looking for the INN and the ones that I have here on my phone. Here we go, INN and INT and after, as well as any special serial numbers. So I'll go through these first because that's faster, and then these guys I'll go through these as well and also compare them with my book. So first I'll go through these and I'll set aside anything interesting and we'll have a look at the end. All right, now I am back, and let me show you what I found. I still haven't gone through these to check in the book for replacement notes, but first of all, these guys over here are all transition notes that have lower print runs. So let me show you in the book. I should have kept the page open. Here we go. So we have INSs, INKs, and INDs. So let's go start with the IND. The IND that we're looking for is the IND that is Wilkins-Macklem. That's Wilkins-Macklem right there. And Wilkins-Macklem IND, only that is a 1 million print run. I think this is a print error. It should have seen it. This INK shouldn't be there. It should, because this one starts at INE. So this is a print error. It should just say IND over there. 1 million print run. This is definitely a keeper. For the other ones here, we have the INKs. And I have, both of these are Lane-Macklem. So INK is right here. INK, these are 3.7 million print runs. Now, a standard print run is about 100 million. You see 100 million, 110 million, 150 million. There's some here that are 50 million, 50 million. This one is quite low. So I usually keep them if they're in the 2 million range. So what I'll do is I will keep these to see if they upgrade the ones in my book, the ones that I already have. And they are pretty circulated. So I'll probably return them, but I'll set them aside for now. And the INSs, we have, these are all Lane-Macklem as well. No, we got some Carolyn Rogers over here. Lane-Macklem over here, which is this one at 3.9. And there's no data over here for the Macklem, for the Rogers-Macklem one. And according to my book, I do not have a Rogers-Macklem. So these ones will be hole fillers for my collection as well. So I'll set these guys aside as well. Now we do have a couple of almosters. Interesting serial numbers. 9949, 593. So this one has 4 9s, but no value there. I'm going to set this aside so I can look at to see if it's this is an HCW. There's no point in looking at this one. My book only goes to HCF for replacement notes, and this one as well. 777667. If this last one was a 7 or a 6, it would have been much more interesting. But as it is an INK, but there is nothing special about INK. 50 million minted. So this one goes back. I keep saying minted. I meant printed, but of course. Now, the low serial number and high serial number that I found for this hunt is 998 and 006. So I'm going to have to actually look on my phone to see. I recorded in Numista, which is my main database for my collection. I recorded the serial numbers here. Let's find the $5 polymer. Here we go. My highest serial number is, where did I record it? Binary, radar. The lowest serial number I have is 000, so this one does not beat that, so that one goes back. And my highest serial number is 9991430, which this does not beat, so that goes back as well. The next step, so as well, before I go into these, I was missing, let me go back to my phone over here. So I was missing INT and after, as well as the Rogers-Macklem combination. So I have that. I was missing INN and HBS. There's no HBSs, but I did find an INN, an INT, an INU, an INV, and an INZ. I did have an INW. So now we go to INZ. Now, I do not know what they will print after INZ. Normally it'll be they might go to IP, but I don't know, because they're going to skip over the letter O, so it's not going to go IOA. It'll most likely be IPA, and then it'll go from IPs from there, but that's my guess. So these are all going to be keepers to my set of serial number prefixes set. That one is just for fun. There's no value in it. Now, if I can only find that HBS, I'll be more or less up to date. So let's get to it, and I'll go through these next and see if I find any replacement notes. I have never found one. First, I'm going to remove anything that goes that is past HCF. There we go. These all go back to circulation, and we only have these to check. So let's speed this up, and I'll see what I can find. All right, I am back. This one was so close. HBV 146. If we look over here, there is HBV 143, and then it goes to HBV 147. This one falls in between there. That was close, but no cigars. So once again, I struck out on the replacement notes. No replacement notes in this hunt either. I still have to find a single replacement note. It is hard to do, especially with the numbers that aren't published, but it is what it is. Well, I am happy with this hunt. I have some that I'm going to check, some that I'm going to add to my collection. Let me come right back and I'll show you my collection of serial number banknotes. All right, and I'm back, and here is my stack of banknotes. I put them in holders just because it's easier to handle, but every single serial number, I am missing the HB. What was it again? HBS, I think it was. Let's see here. I am missing HBS, so that is the one I'm missing, but here we go. HBG. Let me turn on the light. I didn't want, that's not so bad. HBG, HBH. There is no HBI. I's can be confused with a 1. So any letter that they can cause confusion, they've removed. They've removed Q, O, I, X. I think that's about it. So we got J, K, L, M, N, no O, P, no Q, R, HBS is the one I'm missing. T, U, V, W, there's no X, Y, Z. And then for the H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, no I, J, K, L, M, N, there's no O, P, there's no Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. I don't know if there's an H, C, Y. I will have to double check. If there's an HCY. I'll go through these again to see if there's an HCY. It doesn't look like I have a H. Oh, there it is. I skipped over one. W, there's no X, Y, and Z. A, and then goes from HC to IN. That's why I said I don't know what the next prefix is, because they didn't go to HD. So let's see what they go to when they finish the series, if they go to IP or if they'll add a new whole first letter. So INA, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, no I, J, K, L, M, N, no O. And oops, no O, so there's a P, there's no Q, here's the R, here is the S, and I have found in here Z, V, U, T. So I found the INN as well that I was missing. T, U, V. I have, I think, a W here as well. Let me see here. Did I have an INW? I thought I had an INW as well that I found. I'll double check. But I have T, U, V, missing W. I did have an INW. I'm missing Y to complete the set, so W and Y. And that is it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this different hunt. Next week, I'll start with the coin roll hunts once again. I had a great time the week I spent in London, England. Stay tuned for the Wednesday video where I will show you what I brought back with me. And yeah, the giveaway for this month is this pair of loonies. We have an Anne of Green Gables non-colorized, 1 million minted. This is the key date, and the colorized, 2 million minted. So all you have to do to be eligible to win these coins is to leave a comment down below. And next month, early next month, I will draw the name of a lucky winner. And if you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other banknote videos. Until next time, thanks for watching.